Well, seminary was a great experience. First and foremost, when you're there, you get minor orders, and so as you progress through, you really do have benchmarks. So that helps you, I think, on your way to take more and more seriously what you're getting yourself involved with in the priesthood, because it really does need to be a full gift of self. And that even happens on the lesser level of learning prayers. I had never learned the Liturgy of the Hours. I mean, before I had gone into the seminary, I did it the once at the retreat we did as seminarians. I had no idea what the breviary or what was called the Liturgy of the Hours even was. And it took me all 4 years, just gradually adding 1 hour after an hour to be able to start praying the whole office every day and to know how to do it. And but there's all kinds of things in the seminary that just build you up. And I have to say that in some respects, when I got ordained a deacon, which preceded by a year my ordination to the priesthood, that was certainly not a more profound experience. But once you get ordained a deacon and you go into holy orders, there's really no turning back. And that was a really blessed state. When I went up and was ordained, one of the things that you do is you lay prostrate in front of the Blessed Sacrament, in front of the altar. So you're down there with your head on the ground. And I remember first just thinking like, wow, this marble is really cold on St. Cecilia's floor, because half of my body was on marble and half was on carpet. And I was just thinking, the other half was thinking, boy, this carpet is really smelly. But I really had a vision, a grace, a gift of God, that I saw heaven. And I saw it populated by saints, people, not discernible, so to speak, but they're all welcoming me. So as this whole litany of the saints is actually being sung, and I was totally oblivious to that. I realized that that's going into my conscious mind, and I realized that's the whole point. We're praying for the saints, but to realize the efficacy of that the Lord's people were welcoming me, in a sense, into the fold. I can't explain the whole depths of why the Lord gave me that grace, but just being completely content. My mom, to this day, still describes how when I was sitting next to her about ready to leave the pew, to leave her in a sense, she said like how I was just grabbing her hand really tight, that she could tell I'm nervous. And I think, oh, I wasn't nervous at all. And she said, oh no, you were just like really nervous. I was excited though. It wasn't a bad nervousness or I want to run away. It was just amazing what was going to happen. And I remember being ordained a priest, the ability to bless people after the Mass, just the excitement of having people come up and ask for specific blessings and be like, wow, I am praying over this person. I can't explain the ebullient joy, the gift of the Spirit that came that day and for weeks to come, of just being so happy, so elated to be a priest. My first assignment, we were off for maybe like a week. I went to visit some brother priests who were getting ordained, to be with family. Great to see all my relatives. It was just honestly like a wedding. But my first assignment was at St. Cecilia's Cathedral, and I think there's probably always a special place in your heart for your first assignment, but I had a great first assignment, a good pastor, the rector of the cathedral, Father Norm Hunke, and a great school to work with. Every week I'd go in and visit every single classroom, and to this day I still see those kids, and they still know who I am, and they come up to me and they'll joke with me on things. I don't even remember the things that they're talking about, but they're just so cute, and you just hope that there's some way you planted a seed of a love of the faith, a love of Jesus, a love of the priesthood. And so I do really miss those kids, because it was a great experience working with RCAA and high liturgy at the cathedral and just the whole gamut of things done. But my first assignment was a great assignment. I mean, I was nervous going in. I had a lot to learn, and I was very haughty in some ways, just thinking, well, I've been to seminary for 4 years. I kind of know everything that I need to do, which could not be further from the case. I mean, I need to learn from priests, brother priests, and working with people exactly how to be a priest. And I'm still trying to grow into that model of being a priest.